This is verse 10 of the 13th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus has just delivered the thematic parable of the four types of soil, sometimes called the parable of the sower. And presumably the conversation that Matthew now reports took place at a later time, but Matthew wants to insert it here because, of course, in the immediate context, it's the most meaningful. So at some point, presumably when Jesus was not on the boat anymore, when he was with his disciples, not just the 12, we're told by other sources that there were other disciples there with him. So as a kind of group discussion, you might say, they raised this question to him, Kai, the connective proselthon test. This is an aorist participle from proserchomai. It's in the aorist, having come is the idea, so having come to him. Proserchomai, this is the plural, nominative plural. The subject in the participle here is hoi mathetai, so the disciples having come. This is apan or apon, either one, alpha or omicron, referring to the third person plural, aorist active indicative, so the disciples having come. Said, auto, to him, indirect object, dative, singular, masculine, dia, preposition, here taking the accusative. This is the interrogative pronoun in the accusative, on account of what? Interrogative, it could have stood by itself, simply why, or it can be on account of why, or on account of what, either one, all of them. It's a little bit more emphatic when you have the dia added to it, so a little bit more of an intensity about it, on account of why. In parabolais, in parables, by means of parables. Parabole is the word here. This is the dative plural of this noun, so by means of parables. Lales, this is the second person singular, present active indicative, on account of why in parables do you speak, from laleo, to speak, autois, to them, referring to the crowds, the dative plural, really asking the question why Jesus would characteristically use parables. And of course we learn elsewhere that he did a very great deal of his teaching using parables. It was one of his favorite pedagogical devices, and so the question is natural enough, why is he going to use parables? And of course he gives his famous answer in the ensuing conversation.